Today, let's go over Star Wars Episode 9, the final film of the sequel trilogy by J.J. Abrams. This is Mike Zero here. If you guys are new to the channel, do make sure to subscribe to see future Star Wars content. Now, these past couple of days, we've been talking a lot about Episode 9 and a lot what has been happening with Star Wars as a whole when it comes to the franchise and the community and everything that has been happening behind the scenes over at Disney and Lucasfilm these past couple of weeks involving the standalone films. And today I wanted to go over Episode 9. A lot of you guys have been reaching out to me on Facebook and Twitter about this big thing that a lot of people are just very mixed on with Episode 9, and that is of course the fact that Episode 9 will have the most characters out of every single Star Wars movie to date, and the most planets as well. And this is leading a lot of people to believing that this movie may very well be too crammed with a lot of material that'll shift away focus of both Kylo Ren and Rey. Now, I don't know about you guys, but if you look at The Last Jedi, a lot of new planets were introduced, and if you look at the sequel trilogy as a whole, we haven't really visited an old planet as of yet, and I believe that they are coming, because the Cardington Sheds, the place that they are filming for Episode 9, come this August. That's the same exact location that they used for both Rogue One and Star Wars A New Hope for Yavin 4. So, the fact that Episode 9 will have the most amount of characters and the most amount of planets out of every Star Wars film to date, this is a big discussion right now because a lot of people are thinking that this is just too much for a Star Wars movie and that it's a bad thing. Now, I would love to hear your input on all of this below in the comments section on what you think about Episode 9 having the most characters, having the most planets out of every Star Wars movie. Now, to me, when it comes to a film, bigger, larger, more things isn't always the best route to go. Again, though, I'm not sure exactly what the plot of Episode 9 is really going to be. Like, what is the actual end game for, Kylo Ren, and what is Rey's path in Episode 9? All these different things that could really very well take effect into the future of the franchise. So, that's the big discussion right now is this a bad or a good thing? The fact that Episode 9 is going to have the most amount of planets in this movie and the most amount of characters. Now, we do know that Rose Tico is coming back, and can I just say one thing here? I'm just not a fan of this character. No disrespect to the actress Kelly Tran, but that character I just had no emotion for in The Last Jedi at all whatsoever. And hearing that she's having a bigger role, and she is, by the way, she's having a bigger role in Episode 9 than the role that she had in The Last Jedi. And that, to me, tells me that maybe they're trying to do a relationship between both Finn and Rose. We saw that kiss at the very end of The Last Jedi, and I don't know, guys, I just felt a little off in that little scene. It felt like the kiss was a little forced and just thrown in there to kind of leave open the possibility for a romance between the two characters. Honestly, in The Force Awakens, I thought both Finn and Rey were being set up as the two characters that would be together in the sequels. But, we got the whole kiss on the forehead thing and making them friends, etc., and now it's the whole Rey and Kylo thing. But all these different characters, we have tons of new characters coming into the mix. We have Mara, we have Caro, we have Xander, and tons more. We actually went over a new one in my last video, where they're looking for a male actor in between the ages of 40 to 45 who will be working with John Boyega. And this guy's going to need a stunt double because it requires a lot of stunts. So, all the different characters that are coming in Episode 9 consist of characters to make up the deaths of Luke, Snoke, Phasma, and Holdo, and also additional new characters just to create new plot elements in Episode 9. We have heard from John Boyega that this movie is going to be an all-out war. So I can imagine this film being something like Avengers Infinity War, where it's going to be, like I say, and I have been saying this for quite a while, and I think that this is why there's a lot of characters and planets in this movie. is that, well, I think that there's going to be a lot of death, a lot of sacrifices, and a lot of loss. And I think it's going to be a movie of, I guess you could say, risking things, risking lives and people, and doing what's right, and all these different aspects of Star Wars. I think that what you're going to see in this movie is it's going to be something similar to that of Avengers Infinity War, where it's just going to go all out. It's going to go all out crazy. And that could either be a good or a bad thing to some people, the fact that there are so many characters in this movie. Again, though, I really am very mixed on the character of Rose. I don't know how I feel about that, guys. I would much rather her be cut from Episode 9 and just leave her in The Last Jedi where she, is already, and just move on. That's my take on that. Anyways, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about this in the comments, and if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.